Alright, hello and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Sunday edition, and I had to restart the recording a little bit edition. You'll see I'm 23 seconds in, but don't worry, I haven't even looked at the clues yet. I was just rambling the whole time. But yeah, I went on a whole little rant at the beginning of the original recording about how we are currently on a 6-day streak, meaning we've solved everything Monday to Saturday, and it's almost feeling like the title of this channel is out of date. Um, Back when I started the original blog, before I even had a YouTube channel, um, I had never solved a Saturday in my life, and I think I'd solved maybe a single Friday in my life. Tuesdays would regularly stop me in my tracks, and yeah, look at how far we've come. Really, the only way to get better that I know of is just keeping solving, and there's nothing better than having the threat of your failure being recorded on YouTube to make you really push through and do your best to actually finish the solve. Because if I'm solving on my own, if I run into some difficulty, sometimes I'll just be like, you know what, maybe today isn't my day. But anyway, let's get right into it. Okay. Do some backup dancing. I have no idea. Okay. Things with wires. It might be like taps, like wire taps. And then it could be like TNT or something. Nah, I don't know. Sweets might end with an S. Lifesaver. Huh. Okay. Musical whose name is an anagram of the members of a musical. What? Okay, does cilantro go in Pico de Gallo? Could it be cats? Oh, an anagram of the word for the members of a musical, because cast. Ugh. You might already be seeing my bias show through. I hate Sunday puzzles in general because they are gigantic and take forever, and there's just more opportunities for bad stuff to pop up in the grid. Oh, and then one thing to notice is that the title is Take Two, so that probably has something to do with the theme. Not sure exactly. Confuse. You may disagree, but maybe in my humble opinion, like the rent increases, the rent soars. Could be like Lola Finn Boyle? Lola's a name. Although L there looks really bad. Probably like Leia, because we want vowels below each of these. So I was like, how many names really have 3 vowels in a row? Laya, maybe, because maze leaves slack-jawed. A razor. I'm really bad at spelling. Confuse. I might have been wrong on that whole Leia thing. Okay. What's this? Has no plan B, or when parsed differently, what each of the starred clues does with respect to its answer. And then it's take 2. Okay, so for example, this one, press junket. I don't even know what that means, so maybe that's a bad example. Oh boy. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to wait on figuring out the theme until I get a little bit more. Okay. Sorry about the dogs. An auto hobbyist might like be repairing an engine. Those dogs have some lungs on them. I'm on the 7th floor. Well, the 6th floor. But yeah, they really yell. Here, take this. Maybe try one. I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Many a donor. All of Me. That's a John Lennon song. Okay. Confidence building mantra. I am. Just the struggles. Maybe I need a confidence building mantra for this puzzle. Something on, like throws on, burdens with. Dash dial. What does that even mean? Oh, it must be like a dial on a dashboard. I'm gonna take out engine. Ooh, this is probably something news. Press junket. Maybe free news or something? Confuse. Throw? Lara is a name. I don't know why confuse and throw are the same. Could it be free news? Oh, NR looks pretty bad, but... Fake news? Yeah, I don't know about that. Odd number page. Typically on the right hand side, I guess, because you start with 1 on the left. Or, actually, yeah, I guess the first page of a book is on the right hand side usually. Maybe. I'm guessing everything. I'm a Kindle man these days. I haven't touched a physical book in so long. Okay. Barbershop Quartet. Oh, and these are all the themers. Lines on which music is written. I don't know what that means, other than, like, I didn't know there was a term for that, other than lines. brother to your mother. So that would be uncles. So tios, brothers to your uncle. Legolas was an elf, so I guess he was elven. Reproductive tech. Don't look at that. I use this for my job, okay? I guess elfin, in vitro fertilization. Like the head of a badminton racket. Tall. Right could be totally wrong. I want it to be stave for some reason. Bundestag, I think, is the German parliament. Stavi, multiple staves. It's probably oval. Something. Kainji. Doesn't need to be, just looked possible. Madness, badness, sadness, gladness. Could believe it. Profit, net, something. Black Jeopardy, I think, was an SNL skit. Reasonable. Okay. Probably Sydney. Qantas is an Australian airline. I think they still have the lowest. They've never had an accident. They're like one of the only major airlines. That's the case, according to Rain Man at least. So I don't know if this is the case. I know there's a movie called My Dinner at Andre's or something. So that might have been based on a play. It could be. A bit of a leap. Sarah Levy. Man, I've seen multiple Schitt's Creek, like, clues recently in the crossword, and I watched, like, a season of that show, and I just can't remember anything about it. It was good, don't get me wrong. But I don't remember the names of anyone. Okay. Likely to offend, not politically correct, maybe? United Hub. I forget what United's main hub city is, because I know Delta is Atlanta, but expected. I have no idea what that means. Alma mater, though, that's the school you went to. Long time Miami Heat great. I know Shaq was on the Miami Heat, but that's not gonna fit. Subleased. Something let. Maybe re-let. I am so. Like you're not, I am so. And one of those crosswordies things. I don't know if it's right, to be fair. Desi. It's like a general term for Indian subcontinent area. I think it also applies to Pakistani people. Don't know though. Maybe Dwayne Wade. Could Eaton be a brand? I know it's a school. Is grading wears on someone? P-brain. Ballet movements. Because you want this to be dribbles, just in terms of the letters. That would be like ball movements, so without the ET. There's no plan B. Which... If you're crabby, you're grumpy. Maybe probably AAA league. It's bad overseas. Bad. Mal means bad in multiple different languages. Maybe non-PC, because if you're biased, you could have a slant. Reasonable could be sane. Something, a gift. Ebony is a type of wood that might be really dense. Small table fare. Huh, okay. Making progress. Just, you know, not a ton of progress. Summers on the Seine. Well, that sounds nice. The Seine is a river, passes through France. Maybe the tenors, you know, the alto, tenor, bass, bass, whatever. Tesla for one. Maybe Etsy would have a home favorites page. Consulted for feedback about. Maybe eBay would as well. Alright, taking that stuff out. Alright, on to the downs. Not that I haven't seen a lot of these. Draws. Could be S something. Inhabit a place, occupy it. Something state. Could be New York State. Could be. Shaving Cream Barbershop Quartet. Ooh, I think you're getting rid of the ET in these, in the clue to get the actual answer, because you might have a quart of shaving cream at a barbershop. And then, yeah, ball movements, dribbles. Get rid of the ET. Has no plan B. ET. Okay, so press junk should be fake news. Fountain of youth, I guess keg. Take in, eat maybe? Twitch is a way to react. Tosca is an opera. Crossword use. I know nothing else about it other than it appears in crosswords. Major water source, maybe a main, like a water main. You do use your triceps to some extent. Está means to be, I think. Andre can definitely be. Maybe net earn. Bitter. I think it should. Okay. Something's wrong there. Okay, but that was big progress. What's in your wall is the actual clue here. Rocket scientist. Where's the... Oh, rock scientist. Geologist. There we go. Alright, finally making progress. Security blanks. I don't know what that means. A drop in the buck. Don't know what that means. Tickmaster. Exterminator. Alright. That was big progress. Open as a... Unbox a gift. Okay. Has no plan B. What each of the starred clues does vis-a-vis its answer. Takes an ET. I don't know what that means. Okay, but that was big. I'm gonna see if I can... I think Ozark County is a thing. There's a whole Netflix show about that. I thought, actually, that's not Missouri. That's near Montana, I think. Between what and that? What was that? User something? Tool chain? Lowe's is a chain store that sells tools. Huff? If you're in a snit, that means you're upset. Username and password. Acrid? Can mean bitter, I guess. Net gain. Twyla, yeah. That was her name. I know there's a play called Gödel Escherbach. So maybe Gödel never shows up? I don't know. Oh, I would take that out. Moved fast. Tore. Like you tore ahead. Sia has a song called Chandelier. All the way back from 2014. Almost 10 years ago. Still a bop though. Take me as I am. As I am. Username and password. India dot. What's up, dog? Nothing much. How about you? Poli-sci, political science. Apocalypse could be doom. Username and password. Man, I really typoed this. Maybe an end. Hari. India dot. Aria. I'm gonna take that out for now. drop in the buck. Probably Atari created that game. Something is taboo, it's off limits. A lot of laws ban things. I think Olaf Schultz. Sir Isaac Newton work on the fundamentals of life. I think it was probably called On Something. Although that doesn't quite fit here. I'll take that all out. Good name for an archaeologist. So it's got to be some name that sounds like some ancient thing. Jennifer Affleck, something Lopez. Couldn't tell you. What the Beatles never did. Don't know. Okay, playground fixture that has two really long words. Is teeter-totter, aka a seesaw. Is that? Now I'm going crazy. Is seesaw even a word? Right? That's what it's called. That word just vanished from my mind. But I think teeter-totter is the name for that thing that goes up and down. Oops. Oops. Okay. Let's keep looking at all the downs, of course. Maybe if you okayed something, you greenlit it. Book 1 would be the start of a series. Took something. Took off the... Maybe sorta, more or less. Small table fit, ante, like a table game like poker, you might need to ante up, and it's usually a small amount. A dyad would be a pair of things. Wad up, work off the... Doesn't need to be off, because the KF looked really bad. Has no plan B. Work. Couldn't tell you. Okay. Good progress all around. K here is throwing me off with this TK pairing. The doesn't need to be right. Oh, I guess summer in French is été, So summer's on the sun. Reunite, I guess. Laura Dern is a person, I think. I don't know what HSN is, though. Clue. You know, Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the library. That old game. Okay, CK. Optics. Maybe it's spelled like that. Works with could be works without something. Hollowed out. A fillet. Oh, and then Ralph. Cool. Ralph Ellison. Works without the ET. Works without has no plan B. Like works without backup. Let's begin our adventure. Something go. Off we go, maybe? Power could be wattage. Watts are the unit of power. Letters to... Ugh. Something up, give for a time. Like offer up. Okay, I could put tenors back here. Although letters don't look great. Okay. The dog's voice just cracked. How embarrassing for him. Are gams? Sweets? Is that a thing? Steps up to the plate. It's interesting. I've sort of got like a wall of my own creation here. Like anything I do down here has no hope of affecting anything up here because I've already like solved everything in the middle. So basically been left with two separate puzzles at this point. Twitch problem. Lag. Like Twitch, the streaming site. It's a problem if streams are lagging. Alright. I gotta... Sorry for potentially bad sounds. Okay. And with a bit of coffee, I noticed the very idea, just a phrase, buzzing about, a do. Oh yeah, it's not like the verb buzzing about, like someone is buzzing about. It's the noun. There's a lot of buzzing about going on. So there's a lot of Adieu. Complete. A to Z. The whole thing, A to Z. Ugh. Ataz. Hate that. Power up, boot up. Must be Liberia. Don't know what their capital is, but that's a country. Bird Watchers Org. I guess Larry Bird is what they're going for. That's a bit of a stretch. Faint pattern, maybe echoing. Maybe not. I'm definitely taking gams out. I don't even know what gams are. Okay. How far am I? 35 minutes. Not too bad. Could it just be repair in general? I really want this to be I am something. What's in your wall? Yeah, I figure I can get this. And that'll help a ton. The before times. I don't even know what could be the before times. Some sort of pun. Oh, state doesn't need to be right. Just gonna go through everything. Probably plural. Is SFO a United Hub? I should know that. Give her a time. There are a lot of United flights out of SFO. I could believe that. What are heard in a chorus, though? Letters to Glio? Off we go doesn't need to be right. We go is probably right, though. Letters to Glenn. Letters to now we go. I'm just gonna keep it blank for now. Doug, because it sounds like D-U-G, and archaeologists do a lot of digging. Load. expected due. Like if you're pregnant, you're due, and you're also expecting. What opera looks like that? No idea. Doesn't need to be the here. Okay, what if this was an S? Stands. Nope. Hit hard. Nope. Works without an ET. Works without. Works without. Not quite. Maybe like piles on, or like throws on. Steps up to the plate. Nope. Got something to? Got wise to someone. You know, if someone's like tricking you, if you got wise to them, it means you realized. This can still be Etsy or eBay. There was the ET somewhere in there. Somewhere in this part, then that could be, this could be an E. I don't know who Methuselah is, to be honest. This can still be tenors, and then this would be out. Tenors. Tesla. I guess Nikolai Tesla might have been Serbian. Ran by, if you run an idea by someone. 0. What is 0 iron a thing? Works without a net. Works without a net, like a safety net. 0 in on? Huh? And then it's like works without an ET, which totally reasonable. But zero in on? Is tenors wrong? Give up for a time. Send out. Oh man. I think I'm in trouble here actually. I'm like close to just giving up right here because I'm so concerned about all of this stuff that seems wrong in here. It's just proper noun, proper noun. Everything looks right except for like in on here. Zero. Oh man. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad actually. You loan something out. Let's can go back to SFO and then off we go. Ooh, a drop in the buck. Inflation. Oh, she was Neye Lopez. Like, that's her maiden name. I see. Aida? I don't know. I don't know what that has to do with Egypt. I thought it was Enos or something. Tswana? I mean, that could be a language name. It seems... people might say Amen. Glio? Letters to Glio? What's up, Doc? Letters to Cleo, I guess. Oh, man. As much as I usually hate Sundays, I might hate this one even more. Okay, but we solved in heavy quotation marks, because what is in on? Zero in on? Zero I non? Ugh, alright. Just gotta go through all this. Another sip of the coffee. Maybe that'll help. I mean, an EMT saves a lot of lives, generally. An alumni for college might donate to it. Sweets. I really hope this isn't just some random city name, but I think it might be. Here, take this. What's in your wall? Could be something outlet. Maybe Buena Park. Sweets. Bats. Okay. Upstate New York. Maybe heaps on. Stand. Maybe eras or stretches of time, although that looks really bad. Maybe eons. Ants. Odd number page. I don't know why I'm putting ditto there, other than I just like the letters. Yeah, I don't think that's right. If you take circulation to mean current, an ampere is a measure of current. But I don't know if that is what they're going for. What's in your wall? I mean, like, how many letters can you use to say power outlet? Okay, good progress though. Making it work. Here, take this. Maybe have it. Eh. I kind of like heaps on someone, but the OA is a little tricky to work around. Stands. I really want it to be T there. It's probably an end in curling. Do some backup dancing. Oh, please don't tell me it's this. Please don't tell me that's right. I mean, some pronoun, maybe it's just the they, as in like they, them. I thought designation for some reason. I think I was reading it as organization or like delegation. Could be have. You something. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Yes, I can. Could be eras. Electric outlet, I guess. Electricity. Electrical outlet. Okay. Whew. Got it. If you reel off something, you recite it. Something car. Could be pet car. Pet car. Have it. Faint pattern. Maybe a tracing. Tachyometer. I don't think that's a tachyometer thing. Maybe a kit car, actually. Whale. Wally. And then Eve's before, Christmas Eve. It was twerk. There we go. Maybe ABC. That's a television channel. Hit hard. Making so much progress though. Not even at the 1 hour mark. Let's go. This is plural, let's see. Heaps could still be wrong. Stretches of time. Okay, what if this was eras and heaps was wrong? I feel like I've looked at this exact combination before, but if you stomach something, you can stand it. What ends in CTO? Hit hard? Can it be bust? And one day I'll be good at solving Sunday puzzles. Maybe lumps on? Lecto. Or draws could be like ties or literally like art draws. More coffee. Okay, what has wires? Apps? I don't think that's right. Hit hard. Blet, blit, blot. Boot. Yeah, what letter looks good here? Maybe an E? We're getting there though. We're getting so close. Bart, Bert, belt. Okay, what if this is lumps on for some reason? Allures. You draw someone in. Aras, appas. Maybe belt? Okay. Things with wires. Aras, attas, appas, adas, agas. Huh, none of that actually made sense to me. Circulation unit. Odd number page, secto? Oh man. concordance with? Pump song? Dump song, probably? Allures, right? Draws. Something's very alluring. Adas, appas, adas, affas, agas, ahas, AKAs, alas, axes, evas, abbas. Literally none of that makes any sense to me. None of that seems like a word. Oh, it could be NBC, not ABC. And it could actually be TLC or something. Like lilt? Okay, that might have been what was wrong though. Okay, circulation. Circulation, of course, like, could be blood, but it could also be, like, circulation of a magazine. Maybe reader? I don't know what recto is, though. Things with wires. Often. Oh, bras. BBC, probably. And then belt. Okay. Something's wrong, of course. Almost certainly. Inon is wrong. Okay. Zero. Okay, gotta go through everything. Here, take this, have it. Okay, only just past the hour mark. Electrical outlet. Confuse. Throw. Liberia. Well, yeah, what the hell is recto? I feel like I've seen that before though, so it might actually be right. NBA with the American Basketball Association. That sounds right. Geologist. Stavi. Okay. What was that? I mean, it could be like that. I think India.re seems right. Like an end in curling. Profit, net gain, username and password. SNL skit. Doom. Godot? Godot? Is there a play called Godot? Ugh. Letters to Cleo seems fine. Ralph Ellison. Exterminator. Expected Due. AAA. Wattage Dribbles. Enos? Could be. Cotton on to got wise too, yeah. Works without a net, works without an ET, sure. Summers, Tenors, Eaton, sure. Laura Dern. Yeah, I forgot this was crossed with something pretty bad here, but I think Laura Dern is right. And ran by. Wall-E? Is that really a rapper? All of Me. I think I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Because, like, I can tell something's wrong, but I can't figure out how to fix it. Down here, I mean. Okay, Godot, I'm gonna have to look at again. I also am not familiar with this opera, nor why it would be apt to premiere in Egypt. Teeter totter. Swanee looks better. Consulted for feedback. 0 in rip by. Okay, I'll come back to that. Where was I? Toswani, D Wade, Wad up, HSN, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so I could definitely imagine ran by being wrong. Consulted though. Rid by. I don't think got wise can be wrong. But maybe got consulted for feedback about. Read by. I'm just maybe run by. That doesn't really change much because you still are left with in on. Zero in overtime. Writ by. What phrase? Get it? Tenors? It's definitely tenors. But okay, I'm just gonna look at all these possibilities. 0. Zero in of. It's got to be something by. Rip by. Yeah, here's the thing with ran by. So if you take the phrase ran by and replace it with consulted for feedback about, it doesn't quite work. Like, if you ran an idea by someone, but you didn't consult for feedback about someone, if that makes sense. Like, I ran it by someone, or I don't even say. I really don't want to make this a two-parter. But I might have to. God, I hate these puzzles so much. Why do I put myself through this? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna come back to this in a few hours and hopefully something comes to me. Dear Lord. One of these days I'll solve a Sunday without doing it in 2 parts and without taking over an hour. But today is not that day. Anyway, see you in a second. Alright, and I'm back. Only, 5 or 6 hours after the original recording. So the salt is still a little fresh. Yeah, I remember having a lot of trouble down here. I remember this being a little suspect, and I feel like there's something else somewhere that might have been a little suspect. Oh yeah, recto. Yeah, I have no idea what's up with that. Circulation unit reader. Yeah, I don't know if that's right. Okay, well, here we are. Okay. Consulted for feedback about. Oh, this doesn't need to be that. 0 in this is still so inscrutable to me. Okay, let's look at this. Go dot. Password is definitely right. Net gain for sure. Cargo load, yeah. Inflation, yeah. So I guess if it's Sydney, then Godot must be right. Ancestor of Methuselah. Methuselah is some biblical person. Like, Esau is a biblical person, but then give for a time. Yeah, I don't. And teeter tatter is definitely right. Not right. Teeter totter is definitely right. Tuwani, Eno. Tuwana. Ran by. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna give this one until. Give it another 14 minutes of struggle. But I think the writing might be on the wall. You know, I feel ever more justified on my hatred of Sunday puzzles after this. Hit hard. Belt. Bolt. Rotor. Circulation. Yeah, I could definitely imagine this being wrong. I won't be surprised if it is, but I just can't think of anything better there. Tachyometer. I really think this is a word, which is awful. And tack is just such a ridiculous abbreviation. Or not abbreviation even, like shortening? I guess that's abbreviation. Take in, eat. This all seems right. Stavy is really awful fill. Tosca, not great. Try, you never like that. Ari, could be wrong. Sid, breath. Expected. Yeah, do seems fine for that. I mean, this really should be. Enos looks more like a name than anything else, and I can definitely imagine TSW starting a word, but it really feels like Swanee just seems more like a language name than anything else. Yeah, Obviously, Ritby is not correct. Whale, also terrible fill. Probably Wally, but. Oops. Yeah, you can kind of just feel the joy being sucked out of me whenever I try to solve a Sunday. I think on my channel my Saturday completion rate is higher than my Sunday completion rate. That might not be true actually. Okay. Okay. What kind of phrase has 0 in it? 0 in. Zero. Zero in I not. It's definitely not in on. Yeah, okay. What if that's wrong? Chorus section. Zero into. Okay, what if that was right? Zero in an. What if it was like Swally? I'm like just counting down the seconds until I can be free. Having given it my best. I really think that's got to be tenors, though. That's the thing. Zero int. 0 inch. 0. Like, I have no confidence on it being Enos, to be honest, but I just can't think of anything better. Ran by just sounds so good here. I want out. I want out. Got wise to seems right. I just keep being like so sure on all of these. Like I'm like, oh, it's obviously that. And then it's just not. It's very much not. It really is IN. I just can't imagine what it is. Okay. I think I need to be kind to myself and just call it here. This is just awful. Okay, I'm gonna do the review of the puzzle while the clock's ticking and maybe I get inspired somehow. But like, it made such a half-hearted effort at being like fresh and new with this like first corner, which nothing wrong with this first corner, don't get me wrong. It's, you know, not bad at all. But then throughout the rest of the puzzle, there's just so much bad, like, unesthetic fill. You know, A to Z is like the least of it. You have like, assuming this is right, recto, whatever that is. You have Godot, whatever that is. You have tons of proper nouns. Letters to Cleo, of course, everyone's favorite rock band. Ada right next to, well, Doug is kind of cute. I take that one back. But yeah, just proper noun, proper noun, proper noun. Well, I guess they're not doing proper noun for that one. But yeah, this corner's a nightmare. I liked the theme. It had some interesting parts to it. You know, works without a net and works without an ET. Is kind of a cute turn of phrase, and all the fill here is actually pretty solid. So it's not the worst. Not the worst Sunday I've ever experienced, but yeah, inscrutable proper nouns are hellish for a solver such as myself. Yeah, I think this is in the closest state I can get it to solved. I'm just gonna go ahead and check the puzzle. I'm guessing 3 wrong squares. Let's do it. 2 wrong squares. Oh my god. Ugh. Let's admire the puzzle. Wow, that was not what I thought was wrong. My inability to spell strikes again. But lines on which music is written, shouldn't that be plural? Like, why is stave singular? And then elfin. I don't feel bad about myself for not understanding that. I just was so sure that stavi was the plural of stave in music. So yeah, not a huge fan of that. Not a huge fan of zero inon. Zero inon. Zero in on. No idea what that's about. Swana crossed with Enos, not great. Yeah, alright. Gonna give this one a little bit of a salty 3 out of 10. Did not enjoy it. HSN crossed with Dern, also not good. Yeah. Unfortunately, the streak ends there. For me, it really seems like Sunday's the hardest puzzle of the week, rather than Saturday. But, you know, proving once again that I'm justified in hating these. And I'll see you next time.